Hi, this is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. Hey guys, we're going to talk about my favorite subject today, which is sales. All right, we got a really cool subject for us today, so let's go ahead and get serious and let's get started. What is our subject for today? Okay, let's look. Okay, amazing selling. How do you sell warranties and guarantees on furniture? Okay, it's a real good one. Okay, listen, if you've ever worked in a showroom or if you work in a place that sells different types of furniture and you have displays and you got all these pretty things that are there where you're at, you're lucky you got a good sales job. But here's the amazing thing is how do you sell the warranties and the guarantees on all that stuff? Well, that's what we're going to do is we're going to have a conversation today about selling guarantees and warranties on furniture and all the things that you may have in your store. A lot of times, if you have those extra things like electronics, TVs, washers, dryers, you're a blended store, which is really, really cool. You're able to sell a lot of different products. But see, a lot of people who are buying these products, they're there to fill a void. And that's what we do is we help people get stuff. That's our whole goal. And my simple job today, because my name is Gary Lee Stanley, we're going to have a conversation about selling guarantees and warranties on furniture and all the stuff you got in your store. Okay, here's how it works. A customer, once they figure out and they've nested on something they like, especially if it's a piece of furniture, you're going to make sure that during that you're going to ask them some questions about, well, what do you got now? Is there anything wrong with it? How long y'all been using that piece of furniture? What y'all use it for? Okay. Did it get a lot of usage? Y'all put plastic on it to protect the fabric? Oh, y'all didn't have no mechanisms? Y'all didn't have no electrical systems built into the old stuff? Okay. Well, here's the thing. They want to make sure that when you buy something in a furniture store or any place that you get the most updated technology. And this is how you're going to talk to your clients. You're going to be very cordial and like you're an expert. You're going to say, look, all these products we have in here are real nice. And, just to let you know, we do guarantee all of our products. And let me tell you more about it down the road as we go through. I'm carrying around a little book with me. And once they settle on something, I'm going to talk to them about what they like about what they see. And I want them to really tell me more about not the things that they don't like about what they own right now. I'm going to pick at that. A lot of times when you're a salesperson, a lot of times people, they just get dissatisfied. And the way you can sell warranties and guarantees on furniture and stuff is to make sure they're informed. If you don't tell the customer, hey, this is what the benefit is for you, it can be a full replacement, or it can have the service done on it. If it can't be fixed, we can't repair it. We have to replace it, not with old technology, but with new technology. Customers are more informed, and they go, oh, what are you saying? Because see, and here's another thing. If you talk to a customer about guarantees, you want to talk to them in a way that's real simple. They say, you look at them, who's going to be using this? Okay, how many people are going to be sitting in this? Is this going to be used a lot? Are y'all planning on having family and friends and somebody come over and sit on it or lay on it or whatever? And I got one of them cousins that come over. He likes to sleep on my sofa. Man, he's wearing it out. You ever had anybody do that to you? You're creating a value. What you're doing is you're painting pictures. You're being a person who's not like a normal salesperson. If you're trying to sell guarantees on your furniture, first of all, you got to believe in your furniture. Know what you got in stock. Make sure you can get that delivered as soon as possible. And make sure that during the presentation, you don't wait to the very last moment to tell them about guarantees. You kind of want to sprinkle it through. Oh, and by the way, you see this real nice sofa set? It's got this beautiful reclining capability. And you know what? We take care of it. So if something were to happen and it don't work right and you're a little frustrated, all you got to do is pick up the phone. We'll come out and either fix it or replace it. It's a really good value. Another thing about fabrics and stuff like that, sometimes they wear. Sometimes I don't know what to tell you, but I'll tell you this. Some people are a little bit more rougher on furniture. You're probably not. Maybe you folks never do anything to your furniture. But here's the worst thing. if you're moving around and if you rip or tear it, you're going to talk to the customer again. Like, these things that could happen. You're going to talk about things that could happen. Somebody spilling something on your beautiful fabric. Somebody spilling that grape juice on that white fabric. And see, a thing you're going to remind yourself is, so look, it's not real complicated to sell guarantees. First thing I would do is I would look at them and say, well, this is real nice. You like this one? Well, good. It comes with a limited warranty, about 90 days, and we can make sure that we can cover it for you in your budget for up to 5 years, up to full replacement. And a lot of times people go, what? Okay. And because you put it in their budget. Remember, guys, people will buy things, but they have to perceive the value is more than what they're putting out. Okay? And if you can put it in their budget, that tells them right there, well, if you can put it in my budget, and listen, guys, I'm going to tell you what, if you don't offer warranties or guarantees on your furniture or any of their accessories, you're crazy, because lamps and things break, they don't work. You got doggone, stuff on your sofas, the springs, the mechanisms. There's just so many things that, if something were to go wrong, the customer is going to be a very angry person. They may never even buy from you. But if you're a real salesperson and you tell them about the benefits of owning them thing, but you also pull out a little book that's got pictures of what it looks like inside of the sofa, the mechanisms, what could go wrong. And if you got any broke stuff, you want to kind of keep a couple of broke stuff, take some pictures of it and say, look, this is what happens. We don't sell junk, and everybody buys where they want to buy. But if it's man-made, you got to be honest with them. It's going to break. But if you have our guarantee, what's the worst thing we can do for you? Well, the worst thing we can do for you is replace it. And that would be pretty beneficial, but not with the old technology. So if it's 3 or 4 years down the road, we're going to replace it with the new updated technology, which is real good. And most customers, you may change and you may need a new sofa. Well, what happens is hey, you're given the opportunity to make things right. And we're salespeople. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We're just having a very simple conversation about selling guarantees and warranties. Guarantees are kind of like, you're guaranteed this is going to be taken care of. Warranties, they're limited, generally 90 days. You might get a year. On furniture, sometimes that's not a lot. And see, a lot of times people, they don't like to use their furniture because some of the furniture they bought in the past was kind of inexpensive. So a lot of times they won't even sit on them. So you can tell your client, look, you can go ahead and sit on this. You can lay on it, you can push the button, you can go do whatever you want. And we're going to make sure that in a time of need, because you've got the guarantee on it, we just gave the customer a peace of mind. A peace of mind. They buying something. They know it's going to eventually broke. The one they got done broke. You got to go ahead and make them feel that old pain. Remind them. You got old set. What did you say? You had a spring sticking out. What happened? Boys, they sat on it a lot. Okay, is that your favorite chair? You want to bring out the reason why they bought in the first place, but you got to touch that button and remind them stuff breaks. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a very simple conversation about, selling guarantees and warranties on furniture and all the accessories and all the things. If you sell electronics in your store, if you ain't got a little book to show them what's inside these, sometimes I used to sell electronics and I used to open them up. And I would show the clients what is inside that can go wrong if they don't have a service. I'm telling you, things break, man. Why do you think they don't want you to buy guarantees sometimes? And the reason why is because they want you to buy another one, another one, another one. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to inform our customers about what they need to do. We're going to teach our customers, look, I know you don't want to hear this, but we need to have this conversation. We need to talk about, well, what if something does happen? If it does happen, listen, you're going to have a peace of mind. You're going to be so happy that you talked with me, because I've had customers in the past where they got our guarantees and they were taken care of. We had to replace not just the one piece, we had to replace the whole sofa set, and the dining room set, and then whatever it is. You just got to go look for those key things in your store, and you got to say, well, how can I make money off of selling? Because look, you get a couple of choices. Sometimes salespeople, they're afraid to sell warranties and guarantees on furniture and electronics because it's really hard for them to make a second sale because they're afraid that if they keep pushing it, the customer will cancel the first one. But see, here's the opposite thought. If you don't tell them what can go wrong with their purchase based on their own information, they just told you why, the pain they had to buy new furniture for. And you got to remember, you're keying in on these things, these ideas. So our whole goal today is to remind you that you can sell warranties if you really want to. You just got to believe in them. I get them on all my furniture. I get them on all the things that I own, pretty much. And I do believe in them. So if you want to sell some furniture and add a guarantee it, remember guys, you can make a lot of extra money off of selling warranties, fabric protection. A lot of these places, they even have these pillows you can add on to that are comfortable. You've got these different things you can put on mattresses. There's money to be made in guarantees and warranties. You just have to figure out and go and look at people who are in sales that are doing real good and ask them what they do. What is their techniques on selling that warranty, that guarantee? Well, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. The best way to sell a guarantee and a warranty is to know what you're selling and know what the warranty is and look at the price ranges, because what you want to do is you want to give them a breakdown. Well, here's what it's going to cost, and this is, did you want to go ahead, and the question you have to ask, did you want to go ahead and get this with it? Did you see that? I didn't say anything else. Did you want to go ahead and make sure this is going to protect it and go with your purchase? Did you want to go ahead and go with that too? And shut your mouth, because the first person